Well, this is more the planing. I'm trying to get the top of the comb down to the butt plate. And I'm just using my plane just to get nice, smooth, even strokes off it. You know, like I was saying too earlier, is the plane removes a lot of material. So you have to the plane removes a lot of material, so you got to take your time with it and work it down slowly. And I'm not going to take it all the way flat because I'm going to use the files and sanding paper to take it down flat or flush with the butt plate. So I'm leaving about a 32 of an inch heavy. That I can take down with the files or sander or whatever, you know. So I got the butt plate mounted. There's a little bit of a gap on this side I still got to work in, but this side's nice and flush all the way around. So it's just a matter, I think, of taking this side down some more. You can see I took this side down. I did it with a rasp because I'm trying to bring this cheek piece out. So I'm going to undercut all this also. So I might use the plane on this too, just to make quick work of it. And then this 1/16 of an inch or so here, I'm going to run the plane down that a little bit too, just to get it down a little bit faster than what it was. Then using the a file. You might be trying to take too much out. The file or the plane, you know, you gotta use it a little bit at a time. You don't want to try to take too big a cut off of it. So that's where we're at right now. We'll just keep working at it and bringing this down, and then I can carve my deer back into it that I had to plane out. Okay, this is the rough down version of that Frontier rifle. I've taken a lot off the stock. I've done a lot of embossing, inlaying. That's all in the other videos. But, you know, in the process, I had to remove the deer I carved in before. So I just took and got a picture off the internet and laid this piece of paper over it, and I drew a trace on my phone, right on my phone. So because I want to do a running deer on here. So this may be too big this time around because the gun has reduced so much in size. I think we're good. I think this will work. There's the end of the rifle. So I just felt where the top of the butt plate is and the end of the butt plate is, and just kind of drew reference marks. So if it gets moved while I'm doing this tracing, this is just a piece of carbon paper. You kids out there may not know what carbon paper is. I'll finish drawing the hooves in when I get down to it, when I'm actually doing the carving. Careful, we don't want to move the paper. Uh-oh. My rifle has come loose from the vise. I gotta try to finish this. While trying to hold the rifle still. So hopefully when you roll it off, there, got it outlined onto the stock, and that doesn't look too big. That's okay, that's appropriate. Because I want to inlay that again, carve that in again, and I want to put some, I think some deer tracks up through here. I have decided this is going to be given to my brother with my nephew's name on it as a memorial. It'll be a functioning, working 50 caliber muzzleloader. He could hunt with it if he chose, but I'm making this just more as a wall hanger. Since I broke my wrist, I've had a lot of weakness and it's a lot of pain. So I'm still not able to do everything I did. So I come up with this. With this way of doing it. There's other ways, I guess, of making several small cuts. I did some of the outline with a Dremel tool, but these horns are so detailed that I didn't feel confident in doing that. Once you have the outline cut in, you can come back with a small chisel and you want to go with the grain, and you're just going to chip out a little bit. You work towards the inside. You got to be careful. You don't want to allow your chisel to dig too deep. Just want to skim off some on the top. Now, it's my first attempt at really doing inlay carving, as I would call it. So I'm not just get my chisel sharpened up. I can see where this wouldn't be in this big open area. It looks like you can go against the grain a little bit. Make sure your chisel's sharp. You don't want to split outside your cut though. So you got to make sure that the wood chips off at the very edge where you want it to. You don't want it to split past your design. There's a ton of carving videos out there, I'm sure. I haven't looked them up, but I'm sure they're there. Or books. If you live close to a city, there's maybe even some classes. I think I'm going to practice on some simple wire inlay on this rifle also. Just a simple spiral or accent. Nothing nothing extravagant. It's going to be my first time doing it, but looking at some of the YouTube videos I've seen, it doesn't look like it would be all that difficult to get a halfway decent looking piece out. There's artists out there, of course, that I'm not referring to, but